sticking with the mystics.
There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Sorry about that. My mic just decided to not work again. That's super fun. Love that. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? Sorry about that. Can someone just tell me if the audio is okay on stream? I may just need to slightly adjust it, but just give me let me know how well balanced it is. I want to make sure the music isn't too loud. Also, I apologize in advance for the feedback. I'm sorry. It's so hot in my house right now. I'm like dying, so I have a fan pointed at me so I don't like faint during the stream. So I apologize for all the background audio. Sorry, guys. It was okay. Let me just make sure audio is good, and then we will go ahead and get started here. Ah, lovely. My phone is already overheating, chat. This is a great start. Holy shit. I gotta figure out some way to cool my office down. It's too hot in here sometimes. Like, there's gotta be a way for me to, like, better audio balance or everything. Audio balance is good? Okay, thank you very much, Kendrick. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's hope my phone doesn't overheat and everything else works totally fine today. Let's see how lucky we get. Alright, chat. Anyways, today is the day we have all been waiting for. The Pathfinder is finally here. This is probably my most, like, anticipated mouse of the year because, you know me, I care a lot about, like, long-term longevity, repairability, and the fact that this mouse has a lot of those aspects and on top of having a modular shell basically is like a dream come true for me. So I'm very, very excited to kind of take this mouse for a spin today and see how it is. Now, full disclaimer, I have played around with it a little bit just to make sure the unit was okay, obviously, before I did this stream, but I haven't really done any, like, in-depth testing on it quite yet. So today's going to be more of an in-depth look at everything. Now, just a quick little thing here. Orbital was kind enough to send me out one of their special edition shells that comes with a magnesium or like a gunmetal alloy wheel, and then there's this orange shell. Now, you can buy this right now on their website for an additional 35 USD. Now, mine is customized with my name on it, but obviously because it has like, my name on it, I'm not going to use it for the review. But if you do want to get an orange shell for your Pathfinder, you can do so. There was also the purple ones as well, but I don't think those are limited edition. I think they were only sent out to like certain people. I forget exactly what that was. I think it was like the Founder Edition ones. But anyways, this was a cool little thing for them to include, but obviously I'm not going to use that for the review just so I remain unbiased. So I'm just going to put that off to the side for now. Let me grab the shells. I'll put this off to the side as well. Okay, and let's go ahead and talk about the mouse first. Give me a second. Just got to prevent my phone from overheating for the 4th time today. Sorry, chat, 1 second. I apologize. This is the problem with summertime and springtime in Canada. It gets really hot up here as of late. Ah, shit. Hold on, chat. Give it a second. It should come back. We good? We're back? Okay, cool. We're back. Sorry about that, chat. My apologies. Alright, anyways, so the Pathfinder comes in a fairly standard box on here. Actually, really nice packaging. I really do like the look of it. It looks pretty good. It has all the included items in the back here. SKU, all the specs in the back here is really nice to see as well. Just various copyright stuff. And then, as you can see on the side here, this unit does come with a 2-year warranty. Now, the warranty for this one is a little interesting because it's a limited warranty where it covers the core of the unit and it also covers mechanical fault or manufacturing fault of the modular pieces, but there are some caveats to that because again you can 3D print modular parts for this mouse if you wanted to, but those aren't covered by the warranty, and if you do use them and if it does damage the core, it's not covered by the warranty. So the warranty, it does have a 2-year warranty on it like a Pulsar product, but just due to the modularity of it, there is a little bit not nicheness to it, but just make sure you read the terms and conditions on the warranty just because it's a little unique due to the components on here. Now apparently, I forget the exact spec of what Pathfinder said, but I think this mouse was rated for, like, the mechanical aspect of this mouse was rated for, like, what was it again? It was, like, a ridiculously long amount. Yeah. So on the website it says 10,000 space shape changes, which I think was actually a slightly outdated spec. The number I had before was a little more than that. But regardless, the mechanical parts on the inside of this are actually very well manufactured, so I don't think you'll have any issues with them. But just again, keep in mind about the warranty, because it's, you know how it is with the warranties. That's how it always goes. But anyway, so inside here, opening this up, we have just a little foam pad to keep the mouse in place, which is a great little attention to detail. We have a small little start your journey box here, which is a nice little cool, I don't know, I haven't seen a little box that gets included with the mouse. That's really nice to see. We have an Orbital branded little 8 GHz receiver on it with a fairly large rubber base on the bottom that does keep it pretty well anchored, and the dongle does have a good weight to it, so it won't slide around too easily on desks. We have the Pathfinder core itself, and then we also have what I assume is a USB cable. So let me put this off to the side. So let's go ahead and talk about this here. So inside here we have... Oh, there's a lot of stuff piled in here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so here we have what I'm assuming is going to be a user manual for the mouse. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have a little user manual here and a quick guide here. So it gives you instructions on how to test the receiver, LOD configuration, polling rates, how to pair the dongles, and then, ooh, this is nice. Okay, so it gives you installations for like how you can use the components. It gives you the specifications, but it also gives you installation steps for the skates, and then also gives you a little guide here on how to use the included skates, which is actually a really nice attention to detail a lot of brands do not do. Now, one thing I will say though, this mouse does include Obsidian Air Pro dots, and they should disclaim on here that those really aren't designed for soft pads, they're only for hard pads. So that is one little aspect that could improve, because you really shouldn't use these on fabric pads, because they are like borderline uncontrollable due to their like sticky nature. But regardless, this is still a really nice thing to see installed. Maybe just replace the Obsidians here with these, and then these, but there's a lot of ways they can do this. But anyways, that is a nice thing to see, regardless if it's a little inaccurate, but that's okay. And then inside here, we have a bunch of extra accessories. Now, full disclaimer, the skates do come... Now, full disclaimer, the mouse does come installed with 4 of these PTFE skates pre-installed on these central dots, but I did remove them. But again, they are on the mouse by default, so there are some extras there. And they do have a blue protective film over them, so make sure you remove said film before you use them. But these dots are kind of interesting. They remind me a lot of the... Who used skates like this? It was, Fantech. Fantech uses these kind of like divot skates where they kind of have like a small little indentation in them. They're actually a pretty unique skate. They're not my favorite just because, again, they are a little bit odd size, and I did notice the adhesive on them was quite bad when I went to take them off the base of the unit. They almost like tore apart like fabric, which is a little odd. So I'm not sure if there's like a fabric layer or just some weird adhesive on the inside here, but regardless, it does include 4 on the mouse and 6 extras if you want to use those as well, which is a nice attention to detail. We have a full set of the Obsidian skates. Now, as I showed in the guide, there are full size and speed versions on here, and you can use them interchangeably. So you can use the speed ones on the side, then add on these onto the base of the mouse. Now, getting them installed might be a little tricky because you have to use the smaller ones as kind of like indicators of where they go. But this is nice to see included because the Obsidians are a very universal skate, and you can use them on pretty much anything. So that's great to see included. We have the Obsidian Air Pro dots, as I mentioned earlier, which have the layer of SMPF foam. These are great for hard pads, probably one of the best hard pad optimized skates you can get. Realistically speaking, the best hard pad optimized skate you can get on the market right now. But again, we do not recommend using these on soft pads, so only use these on hard pads. If using this on soft pads, they're going to be extremely slow and borderline uncontrollable. And lastly, we have more of these, which I literally have, I think, hundreds of these at this point now. There is 2 sets of adhesive removal wipes and 2 alcohol wipes you can use to remove the adhesive on the base of the mouse, which you will need to do as the base adhesive on the stock skates, as I mentioned earlier, tears off really easily. So that will be something you will probably want to use quite a bit. So that's all for what's included. Let me go back here. That's everything for what's included in this little package here. So let me repackage this here. Overall, in all honesty, the accessories are great. The only nitpick I have is that I do think they should update this to say not to use these on fabric pads, because you really shouldn't. But aside from that, though, no real major complaints with these. Actually, you know what, maybe I'll keep these out and I'll install them. Oh, my skate just, well, I just knocked them off my table. Where did they go? Okay, we got them. You know what? Maybe I'll keep these around and install them on the mouse later. Or I'll use other skates. It's okay. I will use... I'll definitely test these. I'll definitely, like, actually use these over testing. But for now, I'll probably just use aftermarkets for today just to speed things up. Hello, Alphonse. Alphonse has joined us, chat. He is lurking around. Okay, so that is everything for the one accessory package here. Let's go ahead and check this out, which I'm pretty sure is a cable. Hey, what's up, Mirror? Ordered mine, batch 1, 2. Nice. I can't wait. It's an awesome little mouse. You'll be probably very happy with it. Hey, Zyria, how are you doing today? Or Zyria? I can't remember how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry. Hello, welcome, and hope you're doing well. Okay, and then here we have a stock cable. Now, I'm going to glaze a little bit here, and not to toot my own horn, this is something I did want Orbital to pay a lot of attention to, and I'm very glad they did do so. As we can see here, it is a tilted USB-C end on the stock cable. Thank you. I cannot believe how many brands release mice with straight cables nowadays. And the cable is actually, it's a little on the rigid side, but it is actually, it's a little on the rigid side, but it is much more flexible than like most stock cables. And it does have a pretty low friction paracord wrapping. So this cable is, in my opinion, probably like one of the better cables you're going to see on the on mice lately. And it does have a little Orbital branding on the USB-C end. This reminds me a lot of the I told them the Pulsar X2 series stock cables were like the best thing ever, and this is probably as close as you're going to get to those cables. So this is a really great thing to see here, and again, the tilted USB-C end is just a super underrated feature. I don't understand why more brands don't include. I generally don't install that. I generally don't understand that aspect of why people don't do that, but anyways, the cable is very well implemented, so props to Orbital there. Very happy to see that. I'll leave the cable out because we're going to use it in a minute. Let me package this back up here. Sorry, chat, give me a minute. By the way, sorry, if I sound a little, like, out of breath and, like, a little, like, loopy today, I'm sorry. It's, like, 30 degrees in my room and I'm cooking alive, so just bear with me, chat. I'm sorry. Bear with me. Okay, that is everything for that, and now we can talk about the core itself. So, the core, this is what they call the Pathfinder core, which comes pre-installed with the shorter side buttons. Alphonse, what are you doing? Hold on, my cat's on my freaking thing. Alphonse, no. Yeah. Alphonse just suicide dived into my closet. He literally just got stuck in the closet. That's so funny. Idiot. Okay, anyway, so the Pathfinder core comes basically just like this, and then it has these default side buttons installed, which are modular, as we'll talk about later, and these are the shorter ones. If my camera would focus. These are the shortest side buttons. They come pre-installed. And then on the back here, we have the anchoring mechanism for the alternative places. And then, as I mentioned earlier, again, it does have those PTFE skates installed by default. Now, one thing I'm really happy they did a good job here on the Pathfinder is the coating. Now, the coating is reminiscent of, I'm trying to remember, I think the Wise Owl Gen 3 feather coating, or the coating we saw on the Pulsar Crazy Light, is very reminiscent to this coating. It has that like chalky, almost rubberized, like hybrid feeling, but it is very grippy, which is a really nice thing to see. The coating on the prototype was like non-existent, and this is something I really wanted them to improve on. So I'm very happy they used a really good coating, and it does, and I'm pretty sure it's applied to all the pieces, including the side buttons as well, which is another great attention to detail. Now let me go ahead and grab the fancy parts now. We can go ahead and talk about the really cool part of this mouse, which is, of course, the adjustable pieces. So the pieces come in this little kit here, and on the bottom here, there is just some basic information on here. It tells you what's included. Now, one really important thing I wanted to note. This is the first set, quote-unquote. There are plans in the future for probably more sets. So most likely in the future, there's going to be a set number 2 or a Mark II of additional sets for the Orbital Pathfinder. Again, I'm not sure when those are going to release and what they're going to include, but Orbital does have a lot of plans for future configuration things for this mouse, so there will most likely be a lot of other things coming from the mouse as well, as kind of hinted by these little contacts on the bottom of the mouse. Hey, what's up, RG? How you doing? I kind of like the shape without the side pieces on it. Honestly, a lot of people do actually like this just for fingertip grip, but you leave the back hollow and just add on like very thin spacers onto the side. It's actually a decent fingertip shape, but yeah, a lot of people have been doing that. Anyways, so inside here, oh, I also forgot to mention, sorry, excuse me. The mouse comes in... The mouse is available in both black and white colorways, and there's also the orange shell I talked about earlier. But the black and white coloring applies to the actual individual modular pieces here as well. So here is a quick overview of all the modular pieces that are included, which you could use as a guide. I'm going to use this so I don't forget what all these are called. And then we have another little guide in here. So it basically tells you what to start out with and how to use this and kind of how to estimate these shapes depending on your hand size and all this kind of stuff. It gives you kind of a breakdown of how to use the modular shapes. Again, these are just kind of like a default start from here and kind of experiment from there. And there's also some more instructions on the side here as well, which kind of give you how all the little pieces are termed and just kind of generic information about this. Yes, web-based software is in the works, and the dock is also potentially in the works as well. I'm an old-school fingertip, Logitech M300, so I like the flat sides. I see. Well, I mean, hey, you never know. They may make full flat sides one day. Anyways, okay, so with that, and then now we have all the modular pieces. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out this guide so I can remember the name of all of them so I don't forget them. So, starting off from the side here, we have the latch side attachment, which kind of has a bit of a more, like, exaggerated curvature to it on the side. Actually, I should make sure this is focused on this. Hold on one second, chat. Give me a second. So this is the latch attachment here, and of course this isn't going to focus. So this is the latch attachment. It goes on the side of the mouse like this and kind of has like a little bit of a lip towards the back. So it works well for like extended fingertip or like people who grip the mouse like this because it's a very natural area for your finger to rest on. So that's a very neat little piece to include there. And then we have the claw attachment, which is similar but a little more pronounced in some ways. Again, just kind of that thick side piece you can rest your thumb on, but it's a little more angled outward. People 3D print designs, they most likely will. I know there was already a lot of talk about that, but just keep in mind 3D printed parts, if they damage the core, are not covered by warranty. But again, these little pieces are engineered really well, so I'd be very surprised if we managed to damage the mouse with them. But I'm sure people are going to be modding the hell out of this with 3D printed parts. And then we also have another pinch piece, again, very similar to the other two, just a little more exaggerated in terms of curvature, as you can see towards the bottom. So kind of like that. Again, kind of a similar thing, just less of a natural spot, so more of like a claw grip kind of angle, I guess you could say. I'm going to make custom attachments to this mouse. I think a lot of people are going to be doing that. Which is very cool, because there's a lot of cool potential you can do with that as well. And then this is the average one, so this will probably be good for people who wanted those like flatter sides, so fingertip users and that kind of stuff. As you can see, it's a very flat side indentation here. So again, very just kind of flat on the sides. You can kind of position your thumb wherever you want on the sides, which is nice to see. Sorry, my camera is having like an aneurysm. Sorry, chat. Ever since Android did their most recent update for the camera, it just like spazzes the hell out sometimes. It just drives me crazy. I gotta figure out like some other way to do like maybe get like a dedicated webcam or something. And then in terms of the right side pieces, we have two of my favorite pieces here. This is the wave attachment, which is a very weird looking side piece. There is nothing else in the market that looks like this. And this one kind of adds these very like a little bit of an odd feeling side to it, so you can kind of hold the mouse like this. Now, admittedly speaking, it's a little aggressive for my taste, but it is kind of a cool concept here, because you can add like a very pincer kind of hold here and then have these kind of divots for your fingers to rest in. Now, they're a little thin for my hands, obviously, because my hands are my hands are pretty big, but for more average hands, these will be pretty comfortable to rest your fingers in. And then we also have the slash attachment, which is kind of the same as the wave one, just a little more standardized and kind of goes more linear in terms of how it actually curves. And this one, kind of the same concept, but this one is a little wider and feels a little bit more natural for at least my hands per se. Again, it'll probably be from very aggressive grips. As you can see, like you need a very aggressive grip to kind of grip into it properly, because if you hold it at like a lower angle, it feels a little awkward. So this will be probably like an aggressive claw attachment, maybe fingertip, depending on what it is. But again, very unique. Again, you're not going to find a lot of attachments like this out here. And then we also have the extra claw here, which is a more standard side profile piece, but it has a very rounded end to it. So it kind of has like a lip towards the base there. So this one provides a lot more of a natural feeling for it, but just a little bit more curvature towards the back here. Hey, what's up? No fucking way that mouse, bro. Dude, it's actually really cool. I like it a lot. So they're more like kind of natural curvature, I guess you could say, on the extra claw one. And then we have one that's just called right hand, which is a very interesting one, because you can see it has like a very odd curvature to it. This is a very unique piece. I'm not too sure if this one's going to be too good for me because it's very tall towards the top. It's a little awkward because it has like a very like deep indentation, so I'm not exactly sure what the use case of this is going to be. Maybe extended fingertip or maybe like a claw grip, but this is definitely a bit of one of the odder shapes. Ironically, this feels weirder than like this one, which sounds kind of crazy to say, but yeah, definitely a bit of an odd one for this right hand one. And then we also have the claw attachment here, which is kind of similar to the one we just talked about, but it has a little bit more of a natural curvature up here. So this one feels a little more normal. It kind of has like a groove where your pinky can kind of slot in on the side here, if that makes sense. So this one feels a little more normal. Again, I have such big hands, so a lot of these pieces aren't really going to do a lot for my hand size just because it's so big. But again, it is what it is. And lastly, we have, oh sorry, that was the pinch one, I apologize. And then this is the average one again, so just more standard, thin, symmetrical shape to complement the standard one on the other side as well. So interestingly enough, I noticed that there's a lot more customization for the right side of the mouse than there is the left side. I can't remember if the original prototype had different pieces. I think they had different pieces. I think they did. And I seem to remember it was the opposite. There was more for the right side, the left side of the mouse than the right. So, bit of an interesting thing there. But again, there's a lot of combinations you can do here. The mouse has like 3,000 shape combinations, which is kind of crazy. And then also I forgot to mention, we have these two little things here. Now, these are spacers you can use to extend the grips to make them a little wider. So you can add on additional length to the side. So if you find like one of the, if you find that one of the side pieces is too thin and you kind of have to push your grip in quite a bit, you can lengthen it out so it sits a little more natural. So you can use these for that. And there are spacers for both the left and right side of the shell as well. So you can do that on both sides, which is a very nice attention to detail for people with big hands like myself with very wide grips. And then on the back here, we have the side buttons. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these are the shortest side buttons. There's a medium set, and there's also a large set here, which are very tall. I'm sure you can see they're quite tall. Now, these are quite handy because some of the left side pieces, I'm sorry, I apologize, some of the right side pieces I'm looking for here, as you can see, are quite tall, and they actually should go over where the side buttons actuate. So you can swap out the buttons to taller ones so you can still actuate them, and you can also, say, leave a shorter one towards the front and a longer one towards the back, which is, again, another really nice attention to detail. So regardless of what kind of side profile you're using, you won't impact the actual usage of the side buttons. People who don't know much about modern looking at this, yeah. What place is at the thinnest? What piece is the thinnest at the ring finger for the right side? Like probably like if you mean like thinness of the actual grip, probably just the standard one, because the standard one is basically like almost one for one with the top shell profile. So basically, it's like nothing's there kind of a situation. But again, like there's a lot of variety to these because you can make them wider or thicker as a lot of other things. And then lastly, we have the shell shapes here towards the rear of the mouse. Now, primarily speaking, the orbital is going to be a symmetrical shape, but some of the rear humps like this one here do turn it in kind of an ergo hybrid shape, as it does have a bit of a curvature to it. So you can get a little even more spicy with the shape configurations. Hey, what's up, Collie? Good to see you. How you doing? It's 1 a.m. At 1:24 a.m. while we're watching your stream. Oh my god, that's grinder hours right there. Damn. What are you doing up so late? I hope you're doing well, though. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope things are going well. Okay, and then in terms of the shell profile, so we have the standard low hump here. Of course, my camera turned off 1 second. Sorry, chat. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so we have the low hump profile here, which gives the rear curvature unsurprisingly, a pretty low hump. If my camera would focus, that'd be awesome. So pretty like standard low hump design here. It's a little more aggressive than most symmetrical shapes because it has a little bit more of like an aggressive curvature, but just kind of a standard hump area you kind of see for the rear there. So that is one of them. And then we have the medium hump too, which is just basically the same thing but a little longer. So that gives a little more of a space towards the back there, and it's a little wider towards the flare-outs at the rear here, so there's a little bit of that. So that also can change things a bit as well. I should also mention that all these pieces are actually really well manufactured, and I haven't had any issues of like taking them out so far. They actually feel like really good so far. Hey, what's up, Sinister? I normally don't stream on Thursdays. This is just like it's a special stream because it's launch day, so I wanted to do a stream for this mouse. Things have been going well. Don't feel like sleeping. Fair enough. I hear you. Okay, and then we also have the high hump, which is again just kind of as expected, just a higher hump design. So a bit more of a taller curvature, as you can see here, less aggressive. So this would kind of be more of like a claw grip optimized shape, as you can see here. If I remember correctly, this was one of my favorite rears, or one of my favorite rears I used when I did my initial testing of the prototype. So this feels really good. And my personal favorite one, we have the right-hand hump here, which, as you can see, is a very unique curvature, as it has like a really weird twist towards the back. Kind of similar to what you'd find on like an ergo-symmetrical mouse, which gives the rear of the mouse kind of a flare out towards the back here that gives it a very comfortable contact right here. It actually feels really nice. This was one of my favorite ones I used over my testing in combination with this one. So this one's really fun. And to make things even more interesting, they include these tiny little spacers, which you can use on the rear here to lengthen or just slightly extend the humps as well to make them even longer. So for people like myself with really long hands, you can actually make the shape long enough to be comfortable, which is a really nice attention to detail. And then there are two kinds here. There is the thicker one, there's also a thinner one as well, so even more customization in regards to that as well. Again, this thing has a lot of current implementations. Again, it's rated for 3,000 plus current like shape changes, which is pretty damn impressive in all honesty. Your favorite rear AO? Okay, you guys know what I meant. You guys know what I meant. I've been really busy with college, so couldn't get to stream recently. Fair enough. I hope college is going well. Hope everything's going well with that. Okay, so aside from that, let me go ahead and grab my scale, and we'll talk weight real quick. We'll go from there. So the mouse in its current, the core in its current configuration with no stock skates weighs a total of 44.4 grams, so that was the weight spec that they gave me. And then with all the extra components, let me just grab just some standard pieces and just see kind of what we're looking at for shape here. So with the standard left and right sides and the standard hump, we are looking at 52.6 grams. I think the highest weight spec was 54, if I'm not mistaken, with the heavier pieces. So basically you're looking from with pieces, so with the core by itself, you're looking at 44 grams. With the pieces, you're probably looking more around 49 to 54 grams at the worst, depending on what your configuration is. But in all honesty, having the mouse weigh, I initially thought, okay, so based off the prototype was a heavy-ass mouse. That thing was close to 100 grams, and I fully expected them to have the final release be in a very, very, very heavy shape. But the fact that it's actually below 60 grams is incredibly impressive. I don't know how they managed to do that, but props to Orbital. The mouse's weight is great. Of course, you'll have those people complaining oh, it's not as light as the Final Mouse ULX, and those people are just smooth-brained individuals. We're not going to talk about them. But again, the weight is very impressive. And again, I think I also want to mention, I'm pretty sure the actual core of the mouse isn't all plastic. I feel like this is similar to the fiber composite we saw on the Pulsar X2F. Actually, let me grab it to check. Yeah, it is. It's fiber composite, I can tell. Okay, so the shell material, again, I don't know 100% sure, but it feels very similar to that kind of feel to it, especially the base here. Maybe not 100%, but it still feels very similar. So I don't think it's pure ABS. It's probably some mix of a couple materials, but it's not pure plastic, most likely. Okay, and then in that case, let me go ahead and let's try some shapes first. So, okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and try the basic one first, which was the LAL01. So that is the regular side piece, if I'm not mistaken. Chad, I forget how you do this. How do you find this again? Okay, yeah, so this is just the standard one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just trying to find the lettering on this one. I don't remember where it is. Okay, we'll figure this out. It's okay. Okay, let's just try some of these shapes. So, first one's going to be, I'm assuming this is just the standard, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, I guess we kind of did this one already. So, let's do something else. Let's try L. So, that's latch. So, latch side piece. And then we're doing the... sorry, give me 1 second, chat. I'm trying to figure this out. LW... So length, then wave, and then where the hump is going to be the W, which, oh no, sorry, no, the hump is the M, the medium hump with a 1 spacer. So let's try this. Okay, so this is like a more normal shape, I guess you could say. Which honestly feels really damn good, honestly. I gotta admit, that feels pretty good. That's actually a great starting shape. I love the feeling of this, because it has enough pressure. I think actually, okay, for my hand size, I can make it better by using the higher hump, I think. Yeah, that feels much better. So, like, you can, as you can, because again, like, these are just kind of like guides for what you can do with it, but again, it's going to vary so much of hand size to hand size. But this LM010 actually feels quite nice. I actually do like the feel of this a little bit. I think what I'll do is, for the sake of speeding this up, let me do this. Let me grab the thicker spacer, put that onto here, and then I'm going to swap out these sides here. I'm going to put, let's try the thinner spacers first. So if you don't know how to use the thinner spacers, you can use this and it goes through the little hole at the top there like that. And then it just slides into the side just like that. And then I'm going to swap out this piece for, what was the one I liked? I can't remember. Let's try this one, see how this feels. Okay, like that. So that is... Oh, I have to change side buttons too. Oops. Yeah, the mouse can get a little... One thing I will say about this mouse is it can get very complicated very quickly. Because there's so much you can do in terms of configuration. It can get kind of hard to keep up with all the stuff you can do with it. Which, I mean, it's a welcome change from like a more standard mouse. But still, it is something that can get kind of hard to follow. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so that's a little better. Yeah, so again, you can kind of see here how you can change the height of the side buttons to be a little more accessible. So this is still... Actually, I need to swap this rear one out again. Hold on. This rear one's a little too short, so let's put in the taller one. Sorry. Let's put in the taller one to see if that makes it a little easier to hold. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. So see how you can... If my camera could focus, that'd be awesome. So see how you can kind of raise it so it's still easy to actuate. It's still a little difficult with this like kind of thicker side piece, but it's still usable by all means. So there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and do... Actually, I think I'm going to swap out to the thinner spacer just for this, just for fun. Yeah, let's try this and see how this fits. Okay. All right, now... I would expect this to be at least $250, but 189 USD is pretty good. Yeah, it honestly is a very good price. Don't make me buy this, bro. It's sinister. It's so good. You got it. It's definitely worth trying it. Literally Lego putting it together like that. Yeah, very much so. It's very much like Lego, just mouse, like a mouse Lego, if that makes sense. Hey Mirror, how's the QC? So far, unit QC is pretty good. I have two issues that I actually did on my unit where the rear side button stabilization is pretty bad because the claw system on the inside, I'm pretty sure I damaged it when I took the mouse apart. And I have like a slight popping towards the top shell here, but it's not very noticeable. Like if I press here or here, it doesn't happen. I have to directly press here, which isn't a massive issue. But aside from that, the rest of the QC has been pretty much perfect from what I can tell. Really no issues, nothing significant. They said they're working on a side button fix. You can tape mod it to fix it yourself, which is just the only reason it happened is because I like took the mouse apart and like fully disassembled it, and I'm pretty sure I bent something when I put it back together. So very much on me. But you can tape mod them to if they do get loose over time. But aside from that though, QC feels really solid on the mouse. All the pieces feel great. I haven't had any oddities. Like you can see here, like I'm putting pressure on the back and it's not even moving that much. Like all the pieces are like very well manufactured. Nothing aside from that, nothing really super noticeable on my side. Yeah, not bad. 230 USD Canada. Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all for what it is. Also, just so I can show you guys what a thicker configuration weighs like. So again, without skates, this weighs around 55 grams. So yeah, it's going to be maybe go 48 to 56 grams in terms of overall configs. But again, there's going to be a lot of variety to that depending on running from mouse shape to mouse shape. Hold on, I'm just going to grab this real quick. I apologize. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, in terms, what's the battery on that? So it's using a standard 300 milliamp battery. So just like kind of the run-of-the-mill battery on it. I was actually going to quickly read out the specs. Personally, as a broke college student, I'm definitely not buying that. That's one thing I will say, like, the pricing is definitely rough. I personally speaking, I definitely think they should have had some way where you can buy individual pieces. I know they may do that in the future, but like buying all this at once is definitely a hard like entry price. It would have been nice if they had some ways to buy like certain configurations and you could buy more at like buy additional pieces down the line, which I mean they may do in the future, but as of right now with the first launch, I mean I get why they did it this way. But in the future, if they release more pieces, we may see other kits available, or you may be able to buy like pre-configured kits like this. We'll see what their plans are. If they have another batch, don't stress if you want it. Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be more batches. Like, this is the first batch. It's pretty limited stock, but there's going to be much more in the future. Okay, now to quickly go over specs here, I just have to close chat for a minute here. So, in terms of MCU, it's using a Nordic 52840 MCU. The typical sensor is a Pixar PAW 3950DM series. The polling rate on wireless is 125 Hz to 8000 Hz. I'm not sure if it counts for wired too. I'll have to double check that. The main switches here are Omron D2 FP F2Ns, or FN2s, which are just standard opticals. I'll give you a quick sound test. Standard, like, plinky Omron implementation, very similar to the ones we saw on the Centauri S10 and the Ponage Stormbreaker mice. Very like plinky kind of clicks, which I really like. The M4 and M5 switches are Omron D2LS 5 million switches, which are 5 million actuation ratings. These ones are 20 millions on the main. Oh, sorry, no, these are 70 million or 20. I can't remember. I was trying to figure out which ones they are exactly. I wasn't able to figure it out. But regardless, Omron switches. The M3 switch is a pillar switch, a TTC one, and then the encoder is a TTC Gold 11mm encoder, which has like pretty standard semi-pronounced scroll points that do keep the wheel pretty controllable with a lighter actuation range on there. The battery, as I mentioned earlier, is the 300 milliamp hour battery, and then a DPI sensor max is 30,000, as I talked about earlier. But yeah, I think you think you're gonna allow 3D printing your own parts? So you can. Okay, so here's the thing with 3D printing, as I talked about earlier. You can 3D print your own parts for the mouse, but they do void the warranty. So if you do use 3D printed parts on the core and you damage the core, it voids the warranty. So you can 3D print your own shapes, but just be mindful about it, because if you damage an internal component on the inside, it doesn't cover the warranty. That said, though, the internal build in the mouse is actually pretty impressive. It'd be pretty hard to damage something, but again, it just wanted to let you guys know about that. No, only 1000 Hz are wired. Damn, I was hoping it was going to be 8 GHz wired too. It is what it is. Adjustable sensor position to that mouse. So that's one thing I was going to say. So that is the only other aspect of this mouse I would be something kind of cool to see. But the issue is that, to be completely honest with you all, adjustable sensors are incredibly niche. Yes, they do have really cool performance impacts like Ponage does on their mice. But again, they are a hyper niche kind of thing. And given the Orbital's current, again, it's a V1, I don't think an adjustable sensor is something I should be prioritizing right now, but considering the rest of the mouse is modular, maybe in the future, it'd be something cool to see. But right now, I think having them develop more alternative parts for the mouse is a higher priority, which I totally understand. But yeah. Yeah, it also, to be fair, with the internal design, it would be really hard to implement as well, and I don't even think it would really work that well, per se, on a mouse like this, in all honesty. I mean, it could work, but I don't think it'd be something that'd be really worth it putting a bunch of R&D costs into, in my personal opinion, but to each their own. I agree, it would make this mouse too complicated. Does this mouse have a dock? I see a charging pin. Not currently, and I'm not going to either confirm or deny there may be a dock at some point in the near future. Again, very much early stages, so I don't even know if it's going to happen, but there are some future plans for the mouse, as you can see there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on these skates. Let me find the mouse. And then we can go hop into game and start testing. But actually, should I? You know, I'm just gonna use donuts for this for now. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. Let me just go grab some donut skates, Chad. Give me 1 second. Surely I have to have some donuts in here. Oh, you too. Mods say they're working on it. Gotcha. Oh, okay, it got confirmed then. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could talk about it yet. They're working on a lot of other stuff, so I don't want to leak anything, because, you know. Honestly, Chad, so far, what's crazy? I've been doing this peripheral stuff for a while now. I have somehow managed not to leak anything like crazy yet. Like, It's honestly shocking because I feel like I would be the first person to fold when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I somehow managed to I somehow managed to not leak anything. Let me just put this back. Yeah, Chad, I have way too many donut skates at this point. Because don't forget, X-Ray Pad sent me like every single skate they make for videos. So I have literally every single skate, including some prototypes, and I can't even keep track of all of them at this point. There's so many of them. Oh, one other really cool thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention this earlier. As you can see here on the bottom of the mouse, this is really important, I forgot to mention this. The base of the mouse is completely flat, just like a lot of G-Wolves mice are. So you can put skates essentially anywhere you want on the base shell here. There are, of course, the guides towards the top, but you can do any kind of skate installation you want, which is a really nice attention to detail. I don't know why a lot of brands don't make their mice bases completely flat, but I mean, again, I'm very happy that Orbital did that because it does give a lot of flexibility to the skate install. So props to them for that. That's a very good thing. By the way, Chad, full disclosure, I will of course test the full-size skates at some point, but I just don't want to go through the trouble of putting on those tiny skates right now just because it's going to take me like forever. And I don't want to have you guys watch me try and put on skates for like 30 minutes, so we're just going to keep this quick. Thank you, Kronos, for your comment, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was confirmed and what was not confirmed yet, so I just didn't want to say anything there. Okay, last one for the front here. Come on. Okay, that should be good. Okay, cool. Also, I'll talk more about this later when I do the full review. But one really cool thing that they did do with this mouse is that the internal construction on this mouse is actually, like, super cool. I'll talk more about it in the full review and, of course, like, the teardown and that kind of stuff. But, like, they did a incredibly good job with the mouse's internals. And actually, the main clicks do this really cool thing where instead of the click stabilizers being inside the top shell, the entire top shell comes off and the click stabilizers are actually anchored onto the base of the board on the inside. It's really, really, really cool how this mouse is designed. It's easily the most unique design I've ever seen for a mouse so far. So again, another cool aspect to that as well. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab this. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything for this. I'm going to swap the shapes again. I'll come back and I'll do some different shapes of one week in a minute. But for now, put all this back and let's go over to the main PC. And we'll be back. Dude takes the back off just to apply the skates better. Yeah, dude, you got it. You got to make sure they adhere properly. Also, to be fair, because they're like donut skates and they're used for other mice, so I wanted to make sure they weren't like bent or something. So, want to make sure. Also, I want to just double check something. Okay, maybe that's a really firm USB-C port. Damn. Hold on, let me just check something. Because I was testing earlier and I thought the USB-C port wasn't universal, but maybe it is. I just didn't want to force a cable into it too hard. Is it universal? Oh, it is universal. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Okay, never mind. It is universal port. Okay, thank God. I thought it wasn't. Okay. Harry Potter, sorry, will you review the Obsidian Jade Ultras? I'm personally not going to be reviewing them. There will be content of them over on X-Ray Pad YouTube channel. In all honesty, they're not that different from what we already have, but I will talk about them more when they're actually released because I can't really say too much for now. Firmer than the Vaxi one, I think it's just like because it's a fresh USB-C port, it's a little firm right now. I'm sure it'll loosen up over time. Alright, see you around, Collie. Hope you're doing well. Take care, and thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Also, the funders are so chill helpful. One of them helped me a lot. I promise to say that they're really nice. Yeah, if you're having troubles with your Pathfinder, reach out to either myself or like anyone in the Discord. They're also very helpful with that kind of stuff. Okay, give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm just going to move everything over to the setup, and we will play some games. Sorry, I just realized my mic was just like blown the hell out. Sorry, chat. My bad. My bad. Okay, that should work. Okay, give me a second here. Face cam. This is probably like a less than ideal mic position, but I mean, it is what it is right now. I can't really do a lot about that. It is what it is. Okay, we'll just deal with it for now. It's okay. A little awkward, but it's fine. Okay, let me just swap this here. Sorry, chat, give me a second. I just got to get everything configured on my side here. Make sure everything isn't falling apart as per usual. Okay, that should be good. Okay, cool. It should be better. Okay, cool. Hey, Sander, how you doing today? Yeah, so the purple shell, I did not get a purple shell. I got, hold on. I got the founder, I got like an orange shell. I got like a customized orange shell. It's the same as the Helion orange shell that's available on the site right now. Mine has my name on it, but I'm not going to cover it or use it just because it's like a fancy thing. I want to make sure I cover it properly. So I'm not going to cover it too much. Let me get this away. Sorry, chat. There's a lot of stuff to move around here. I apologize. I guess we should also talk about the software too, right, chat? We'll probably do that just to be thorough, eh? Okay. All right, that's that. Okay. I just saw the bubble wrap packaging. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of G-Wolf stuff there. Chad, I have so much stuff on the go right now. Like I don't even know where to keep everything. Like that entire stack is mostly X-ray pad, like mouse pads, and there's just like stuff everywhere. I've given up on trying to keep like things organized here. I have fully given up on that. Unfortunately, it's that is not happening. As much as I'd like it to, it's not gonna happen. Okay, why is my mouse not working? What'd I do this time? That's interesting. Is the battery dead? Why is this not working? Oh no, chat, it's the bug. Oh no, it's the... damn it. No, it's the stupid thing. Chat, how do I fix this? Fuck. Dude, Windows, why are you so shit, Windows? Why? Dude, oh my god, Windows is just so annoying. I hate Windows so much. Yeah, it's just full bugged. Shit. Oh no, chat, we might be cooked. Oh no, I have to restart my PC. Fuck. Dude, I hate this bug. How does Windows not fix this, man? Bro, this is so dumb. I hate this shit so much. You've got to be kidding me, man. How does switching an input device just nuke the entire system? Like, what the fuck? This shit is so ass. Okay, fuck. Okay, chat. BRB 2 minutes. I have to full restart my system because Windows can't understand fucking... I already did Control Delete. I already restarted Start. It doesn't fix it. It's just bugs. Give me a second, chat. I have to full restart my system because Windows is a terrible operating system. Man, I love Windows. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes, chat. Give me like, give me a minute. I'll be right back, alright? Okay, we should be back. Are we back, chat? Hopefully. Sorry about that. I apologize. My sincere apologies for that, chat. It's so annoying. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Okay, we back? Everyone back? Hopefully we're back. Okay, let me just fix my cameras now because I got to redo all these now because this has to be reconfigured. Figure video, mute this, turn this off, apply. Okay, cool, got it. Definitely considered switching to Linux. Oh yeah, I've actually been like an avid Linux user for years. I love using Linux. I would totally use Linux as my daily driver if I didn't have to use Windows for video editing and Windows, like video editing and gaming. If I didn't need to do that, I would just use Linux all the time. I totally would, but unfortunately, I'm not in a situation where I can, which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. Let me quickly start the software here. Give me 1 second, chat. Is this going to work? Of course not. Okay, we're just going to do monitor capture then. Okay, we'll just do this. That'll probably work for today. So, Chad, don't mind this stuff on the side. I'm not leaking anything, am I? No, we're good. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. Make sure I'm not leaking anything else today. Okay, cool. All right, so the software here is going to be pretty straightforward compared to, like, it's pretty similar to, I think Wise Owl's software is pretty similar to Wise Owl's. So it does have 5 onboard profiles, which you can import and export. We have a battery indicator, which does tell you the percentage, which is nice to see. We have a key rebind option here. I don't believe there is a... Is there an option to change the profile on the mouse? I don't think there is right now. That would be a nice thing to see in the future. But we'll hopefully add that at some point. We have our pointer settings here. The mouse does come default with, I think it's, let me see, yeah, 5 DPI levels, which you can swap between here, and they also have the indicator LED on the bottom of the mouse. All the polling rates here as well. Let's confirm this so it actually works properly. Let's do this. Okay, do that to confirm that. And again, there's the polling rate options there. We have our macro editor settings here. So we have the lift-off distance. Now, oddly enough, even though this is a 3950, there is no medium. Like, there's 1 millimeter and there's 2 millimeter, but there's no 0.7 millimeter, which I assume we'll see sometime in the future. There is also the sensor performance options, but there's no sensor tilt options, which I thought was kind of odd. So hopefully we'll see that added in the future as well, because that would be a very useful feature on a mouse like this. And then there is also this esports mode, which is basically just like a higher power mode, which you can just enable if you want to. The mouse does have a default 4 millisecond MS debounce for the main clicks. Now again, a common misconception that optical switches don't need debounce. They do. You can adjust this to whatever you want. I'm going to put it to 3 because that's what Pulsar used on their mice, so I'm going to leave it onto that. We have the sleep timer options here as well, and then we also have all the other stuff here as well. And lastly, we have the factory settings, some other stuff around the startup, just miscellaneous stuff there as well. But overall, a pretty standard, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a physical install software. No real complaints with it. So the only thing I'd like to see is the added lower LOD level, the 0.7, and of course, the sensor rotation option as well, because it is a 3950. That would be a very nice feature to see, but hopefully we'll see that added in the future. Okay, perfect. Okay. Tough is open source editing software out there, but understand, yeah, that's the thing, because like I've been using DaVinci for like forever, so we'll have to see. Yeah, the web-based software should be seen. Yeah, they're working on one. It just wasn't ready for release, which, I mean, to be fair, web-based softwares, I'd rather they take their time and work on them, kind of like what Vaxi did, because Vaxi took like a year to get their web-based software out, but it's like the best one I've ever used. So like I'd rather them take their time and make sure it's done properly. But yeah. Web coming faster sooner than later, but the LOD thing is missing. Yeah, LOD and sensor tilting are the 2 biggest features that are missing on the mouse right now. Those are 2 things that I expect to see on any 3950 implementation. They should be on the mouse no matter what. To be fair though, maybe they're doing what Vaxi does, where they have the LOD range of 0.4 to 0.9 and then 1 to 1.5. Like maybe they're doing the split LOD, but I don't think most stock whatchamacallers, most stock 3950s have that thing. Yes, thank you for pointing that out, Amir. That's another thing I wanted to mention. So one really cool thing about this mouse is that it is using Omrons, and if that's not your favorite switch, they did actually make the PCB pin compatible with mechanical and optical switches. So you can desolder the optical ones here and put in any mechanical switch you want as well, which is a really nice attention to detail. Sure, seeing hot swap would have been nice to see, but that's a whole other bucket of worms. But this is a very good implementation, so if you want to change it to something else, you can change it that. And again, it does support the debounce values for all that as well, which is nice to see. But okay, let me chat. What should we play? I'm feeling Splitgate. You feeling Splitgate, chat? We gotta get warmed up for next week, because next week's beta. Even though I probably won't be able to stream it because my PC isn't here yet. Oh yeah, chat. You want to know something funny? Get this. Get this, chat. This is gonna drive you crazy. What do you call it? The rest of the parts of my PC were supposed voids the warranty. That's a great question, actually. I don't think they specified anything about that voiding the warranty. That's a great question, actually. I would maybe confirm with Orbital, ask them about that, because there was nothing in their warranty that mentioned the main click soldering. That's a good point. I would assume it does. I'm assuming it would, but yeah, I would err on the side of caution. It's probably going to void the warranty, but again, I may be wrong. I could be completely wrong. It's not everyone who can solder here, but hey, it's here. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't like soldering things like that, but I don't think they said it will, but the share tutorial, but ask them first. Oh, okay. That is also another thing I wanted to mention. What they do have guides on how to repair, like, the side buttons if they have weird pre-travel. There's also a guide on how to swap the shells. Like, they actually did, like, pretty in-depth guides on their website, which is a really nice thing to see. So, again, a lot of community support there as well, so you don't have to rely on random people like myself making teardown guides. They kind of do it for you. Of course, I'm going to make one, obviously, but, you know, it's nice that they actually did that on their side instead of me having to do it. Okay, let's do this. Oh, these are new skins. I haven't seen these. Alright, let's go swap over to Splitgate. Ah, that's not the right cam. This is the right cam. That's not the right cam either. There we go, that's the right cam. Okay, cool, we're good. I was trying to find where the cam was, damn it. These are new skins. I haven't seen these before. Or like, are these like really old skins I just forgot existed? Look kind of cool though, not gonna lie. It's actually not bad. Steampunk. Oh my god, I haven't seen this skin in years. Holy shit. Oh, this one too, the Rift. I haven't seen these skins in forever. Damn. This is like throwback skins. This is like original Splitgate. Oh god, this skin's probably gonna be impossible to see on everything. Interesting. Okay. Let's game, chat. Let's game. I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say it's not like soldering a switch off is particularly difficult. You just have to be careful not to like damage the switch itself. Like that's like the hardest part of soldering something like that. It's the switch you got to be careful of. All right, chat. Don't take my potato aim as any indication of how good or bad this mouse is. Okay. Now, that is the one trick about this mouse, because you can change the shape so much. I feel like it's going to be very easy to fall into that rabbit hole of constantly changing shape. But how many grams is it? So the stock core weighs around 44.4 grams, and then it goes anywhere from that weight all the way up to, like, I think the heaviest I personally found was 56 grams, but that's with like all the like crazy big pieces on it. I would say like the average weight would probably be around like 50 to 50, like maybe like 50, 54 to 50, no, 50, 51 to 53 probably would be average. I could be wrong with that, but it's under 60 grams. And does he solder more difficult than solder? Yeah, again, forgot Splitgate exists. I haven't heard of it for years. It definitely kind of fell off because the game kind of died because they stopped supporting it, but their Splitgate 2's beta is next week on the 22nd. So... yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with soldering, so it's easier not to mess around with it too much. But yeah, if you like Splitgate, you want to play it again. The open beta for the next one's coming out on the 22nd. I will hopefully be streaming that day if my PC can support it. I will try. If not, I will cry and just be sad. Yeah, full disclosure, chat. I'm probably not gonna be able to aim for shit today because like I'm using a new shape. So just letting you know, do not expect any fancy clips out of me today. All right, the bar is very low today. Also, by the way, for those of you who don't know, the AC Pro is a really nice pad. Have you tried AWL? What configuration is that one? That's one of the standard ones, right? The fuck did I go? That portal went there? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Damn. Average wave, low hump. I'll have to check that one. I'm gonna give Splitgate 2 a pass. Too many noob mechanics. Okay, hear me out. I totally hear you. I'm not happy with how noob-friendly the game has gotten, but it's also necessary for the game to survive. Because if the game's really hard, noobs aren't gonna play it. Like, it sucks, but that's just how it is. Trust me, I want the game to be as hard as possible, but like, it's the only way Splitgate's gonna survive. I'm really upset that guy hit that, by the way. What the fuck just happened to me? Dude, I'm lagging so much. Oh my god. I don't get me wrong, I totally hear you. It is disappointing. But sadly, that's the way FPS games have to run nowadays. Okay, nice little triple kill. We take that, chat. Clip it. No, I ran out of ammo. God damn it. They should add a rank combo for higher skill players. Oh no, I agree completely. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, to be full disclosure, I played in a playtest for it the other day, and the game was in a pretty rough shape. But like, unfortunately, it's just how it has to be. Like, I'm not particularly happy with how the way the game plays, but I mean, just the game. It sucks because the game has to get dumbed down for people to play it, and the only way the game is going to survive is if the game gets dumbed down. If I had, man, I'm so sad. I should have killed him. I should have killed him. That's bad play on my part. How's that guy not dead, by the way? What shape you on right now? Give me 1 second. I'll double check what it is. I don't remember how you say the configurations. Flashbanged, bro. Bruh, that's cringe. Rival suffers from the same issues too. Not many aim heroes to do more damage. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I think Splitgate 2 it'll be a little rough for the first couple months for sure, but I think with some time it can be good. It sucks, but like every game has to cater to the noobs. It really sucks, but this is how it is. Oh, I thought I was trying to line them up, damn it. Left hump, then respective spacers. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm using the wave on one side, and then I'm using the claw one on the other side. Where the fuck is this guy's audio coming from? Oh, he's a bat, damn it. Rivals does Overwatch with... Yeah, honestly, there's a reason I didn't play Marvel Rivals, because I know how bad that game is. Like, I have no interest in playing that game at all. I'm scared. There's a lot of people around me. GG. So CW, yeah, hold on. So wait, hold on, chat. How do I tell the parts again? I don't remember. I'm using the wave side. I think this is the L, like the latch one. I'm using the high hump with the one spacer, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Okay, 30% actually for first game is not too bad. I have no interest in third-person shooters unless the Helldivers. I agree completely. I never liked third-person shooters either. But yeah, like, the thing with Splitgate 2 is, like, the reason why Splitgate 1 died is because the game was too hard. And unfortunately, the current market for games is that they have to be just as brainless as possible or people aren't going to play the game. Which really sucks because a lot of games that have, like, a lot of really cool skill expression get, like, just died out, like Quake and that kind of stuff just don't exist anymore. But it's unfortunate the way things go. I was trying to change my thing and I couldn't do that. We can use more than one spacer? Yes, you can. These are all terrible options. I wonder how the back feels with if you stack the spacers. I'll have to try that and see how it goes. I wish there was like a thicker latch attachment, like one that had a much higher side profile, like where you could like a one you could kind of do like a more natural point like this. But I also, you know what? I do think the sensor may be a little low as well. Maybe because I remember I heard some people saying that the mouse felt like kind of oh, that would have been so cool if I hit that. Maybe that would make... Because I know some people are saying the mouse felt like kind of wobbly, which I thought was kind of odd. Maybe that would be a good way of addressing that. What the fuck just killed me? Hold on, chat. Someone wants to load in. Give me a second. You can create... Yeah, you can get something kind of similar to an X2H, but a little longer. I think the X2H is still wider towards, like, the rear hump, obviously, but you can get kind of a similar idea. Alright, sorry. Okay, apparently someone's not joining. I thought someone was going to join it, but not. Like, you can, yeah, you can kinda, to a degree. I think, the thing is that the shape is always going to be very symmetrical unless you use the different hump profile, but AH, yeah, I would probably say a profile like that. Actually, that reminds me, let me grab the, 1 second, chat. I want to, let's go full cam real quick. Okay, let me just... I want to try out some different hump profiles. Take off this one. Let me use the... whatever this one is. The one with the curve on it. And then let me... try... making this a little wider. Oh no, my cam. Fuck. Sorry, chat. Wait, what the hell? Sorry, my bad, chat. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how that feels. I think this is kind of close to the original configuration I used to use back when, like, I was first testing the mouse. Is that the Amen drum break I hear? I don't know what that is. The hell's the Amen drum break? Great. Bro's cam is bugged? Oh, for fuck's sake, it is again. There we go, it's better. The mouse can have some meme shapes? Oh, absolutely it can. 100%. Dude, how is he not dead? Oh, that was clean. How the fuck is that guy alive? I think Sonic... This is like a bunch of like old like jungle DMB from like old video games, so probably. By the way, chat, I know I'm not playing the objective. I just do not care about this game at all. I would probably say this is probably one of the better options. Maybe if you don't want like the weird side profile, you can always go to something else. But I mean, it's a pretty good option for bigger hands like myself. Like I have 9205 by 12.7, so. Okay, I killed him, but that's fine. Do you like the deadlock? What's the deadlock? Oh my god, the lag spike. Holy fuck. Dude, Splitgate. Oh, the game. I actually never tried Deadlock. I'm not really one for, like, MOBA games, per se. So Deadlock never really interested me. It was born for the track 19 to track Amen Brother with Winston. Oh, I didn't even know that. Why? I literally have this game mode turned off in my selected options. Dude, the game is running so badly today. Holy mother of God. Dude, this isn't even me whiffing because, like, it's a new mouse. Like, the game is just, like, a hitch fest today. I killed him, nothing's happened. Would you recommend this for fingertip-ish? My main OP1AK, but a bit too narrow. That's a tough one. I think... I don't know about that. Maybe. It really depends on your hand size. I don't really know. Oh, you like the pad? This is the Aqua Control Pro. It's a really nice pad. I don't know, in all honesty, of that, because I know, like, I would say you'd be better off getting, like, an XM2, right? Because that's, like, a wider OP1AK shape. Because, like, again, you have to remember, the OP1AK is just, like, the best mouse in terms of raw performance available on the market. This is the Aqua Control Pro. It comes in extra soft, soft, and medium. Medium is my preferred type, but this is the extra soft version, and it's still, like, I'm using Obsidian Donuts. You can see, like, it's a very smooth pad. It's a really nice pad. I really like it. I was going to say, if you guys like this pad, you'll probably really like the what we're working on. The next one's going to be our new pad's coming out hopefully in June, maybe July. Or you guys will probably really like that one too. For tracking games, it's probably close to perfect. Yeah, I agree with that completely. I have to do a breakdown video of this one for X-Ray Pad soon, so I've been meaning to work on this. I was fully expecting to lose that bat battle. Damn it. Bro leaked it. Wait, what'd I leak? Oh, what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's that's honestly like what I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna review this thing, chat, because like I honestly don't know like how. Oh, the release. Oh no, it's okay. I think that's semi-public knowledge. It's fine. Release date's still a little not super confirmed, but you know it's out there. Shotgun is fun, chat. No, damn it. New pad, I think it's announced. Yeah, we've had some information about it, but yeah, no. But I'm very excited for the. I've been working pretty closely with X-Ray Pad, making that one. V2, no, not a V2 of this. It's a new pad entirely. I've been working pretty closely with X-Ray Pad on getting it all ready to go. But I think you guys will really like it. It's not exactly what we normally do. I have some other plans for some other stuff soon, but this will be one of like the first like products I've like not that I'm like officially like doing development for X-Ray Pad, but I have been helping them with some things. This will be like one of the first products I've like kind of worked on. But I'm very excited for you guys to see the Ace when it's all finished up. I think you guys will like it. It's a really nice pad. We got some other stuff. We got some other stuff working on as well. I'm just waiting for some other stuff to come through. I don't understand how I even have high wind as an option because I have high wind turned off on this map. Sorry, I have split ball turned off. I don't even have it on as an option for some reason. Okay, I will say I much prefer the feeling of this. I still think there was more of a latch attachment for the side, though, because, like, it feels... Hold on, I'll chat. Remind me to go full screen at the end of this one so I can kind of explain to you the thing I'm noticing about this. Oh, damn. It's a good start there. Oh, I shot too. Fuck. Damn, I just gave him a sniper and plaz. Son of a bitch. Damn. Oh, yeah, they're not going to pick it up. Oh, wait, W. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Dude, is there a portal wall somewhere? Oh my god, it worked. Give me the sniper, please. Where's the sniper? Are you streaming longer today? I'm probably going to stream for like another... I don't know. I want to test out a couple more configs. I want to try some other like wonky shapes to see how the mouse feels. I basically just want to like just try a bunch of shape sets. Pretty much the goal for today. Well, that's unfortunate. X-Ray made 5mm or 6mm mouse pad. To be honest with you, I don't think that's going to be a priority, just because, at least personally speaking, I know a lot of people like those kinds of pads, but the issue is that, number one, they're very difficult to manufacture, and number two, they just have a lot of, like, their performance isn't worth it a lot of the time, because there's a lot of nuances to those kinds of pad types. I mean, you never know, maybe one day, but it's not exactly a priority right now, at least personally speaking. Maybe, you never know. I know my personal experience with them have just been really bad. Like, the Fnatic Dash 2 was like... If the Fnatic Dash 2 was, like, smaller, if it was a thinner pad, I think it would have been way better. But it was just way too thick. Like, it was just abysmal to use. First impressions so far? First impressions are very, very positive so far. Really no significant complaints about the mouse. Some small, minor QC issues, but, like, pretty minimal overall. I'm pretty happy with it. I own the... hold on one second, let me catch up on chat here and fry this guy. I own the Tendo and XRV for this most run on my maid. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, they can have, like, there is some validity to their use case, but it's just, it's too niche. Okay, I thought that guy died, but... yeah, like, I know, like, the thing is like, if you, like, because people buy those pads for more control, you can just get the same amount of control out of, like, a 4mm pad, but just use more controlled skates. Like, oftentimes, the added softness from those kinds of pads just makes them so muddy and, like, unusable. I'm so glad my team caught that and I didn't. Bro just got sat the hell down. That guy's mad. What the fuck is this guy's movement? Damn. With this mouse, if you made it as big as possible, technically speaking, you can add on double spacers onto both sides to make it even wider, but I'm not going to go that crazy. Hey, Rad, how's experience so far with the mouse? Looked really, really interesting. Overall, really impressed so far. No... are you fucking serious? Bro did not just portal block that. That's... dude, okay, we're going to lose this game because that bot portal walled and just ruined the rollouts. Criminal. Yeah, really impressed with the mouse so far. No, like, massive issues with it from my experience. There's some minor QC stuff, but, like, pretty minimal overall. I'm quite impressed so far, in all honesty. He has a bat. I'm running away from this. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, I have 3 bots. I'm just losing this game outright. GG. Out on 0, I can still feel similarities. Honestly, much prefer soft X soft pads. X have too much drag for me. Yeah, I agree. I'm much more of a soft to mid soft person. How the fuck did I get dragged out of that portal? I got literally magnetized out of my portal because of the lag. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I don't care about this. Oh god, the bot brought me sniper. How nice. Where are my shots going? Game? Where are my shots going? Okay, that's fine. We're just going to call this Server Johns because the server is just literally falling apart, so we're just going to call Server Johns on this one. This isn't my fault. I meleeed nothing. I was gonna say, like, even though this pad in particular, like the AC Pro, even though the AC Pro is listed as an extra soft, like, this base feels very firm. Much firmer than I expected. Like, it feels more like a soft base, to be honest with you. I'm assuming the mid's gonna feel like an absolute rock. Oh, I'm just leaving this game. I do not care about this. Okay, how did Splitball even get back in here? Oh, it's part of team objective now? Are you serious? Ugh. Gross. It's disgusting. Chat, I'm just leaving any of those lobbies going IMO. Do you find a specific combination that really surprised you? Right now I'm using the wave latch and the curved, the right hand hump, and I really like this one. With the large spacers on the back end here, I really like this feeling, but I've only tried a couple shapes. Actually, that reminds me. Let me let's try some new. Let's try some more shapes. Okay, let's Let me see, what were these other ones? So there was... Okay, let's just try the standard one, I guess. Oop. Not me almost turning my stream off by accident. Sorry, chat. Oh, what the hell did I just do? Chat, what did I just do? Did I just end my stream? Imagine I just ended my stream. Wait, chat, what happened? Chat, what happened to my stream? Oh, chat, are we good? Oh, I just dropped like a shit ton of frames. My bad, chat. Are we good? Are we back? I guess we're back. Okay, sorry, chat. I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. That's the second like weird thing we've had happen today. That's really annoying. Okay, so let me see. Let's try the AAL one, which is the average, and the low hump. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, let's just do like the basic one there. Sorry, chat. I don't know what happened there. What's its maximum weight? Nothing dropped on our end? Oh. Okay, like stream like full stopped on my end. That was really weird. I wonder what happened there. The maximum weight I've seen so far is like 56 grams, but that's with like the full spacers and like everything maxed. I think like a pretty accurate weight spec for most configurations would probably be like, I would say 50 to 54 grams, give or take. Maybe a little more, a little less, depending on what it is. Yeah, sorry, chat. Like my YouTube dashboard, like fully just like crashed on my side. My bad. A lot of tech problems today. Okay, so this is the average configuration with no spacer on the rear hump. So this is like the much like smaller, more normal. This is like a fingertip feeling kind of mouse, in my opinion. Yeah, the weight of the mouse is very impressive for what it is, in all honesty. Like, the prototype was super heavy. This was, like, for the weight of this mouse is honestly really good. You know what's actually crazy? I can actually claw grip this, this shell still. It's, like, definitely on the smaller side. I think I think I may need to add a spacer or two to it. But yeah, the weight is very impressive for this mouse. But, like, the core itself weighs, like, 54.4 grams, and then the rest of it is, all the modular pieces. That's not a fight I want to be in. Yeah, but it can't be an HSK. No, it cannot be an HSK. That'd be crazy if it could. Oh, that was clean. Can't believe that worked. That's awkward. My god, my teammate scared the shit out of me there. I've been trying to reload my gun for like 5 minutes. Yeah, not happening, bro. Ain't happening. Ooh, nice shots. Melon Discord? Nah, Melon does not have a Discord. There's no Melon Discord. Never will be. What the fuck? You're not dead? Oh, come on. He lives with 10 HP. Bruh. This is just giga cringe. Just gonna keep that guy down there for now. Oh, okay, cool. There's two of you on me. Okay, cool. Got it. How is this guy alive? I've shot him so many times. Come on, he has a bat? Bruh. Oh my god, one more shot I would have got him. Holy shit, I almost flicked on his head too. Are you fucked? Dude, he should be dead. What is this bullshit? 8 HP my ass. Bro, how is everyone living with like 4 HP? What the fuck? There's no way I'm getting this trolled. Discount code? No discount code. I actually removed all my affiliate links, so no, just because I want to support the companies directly, especially during these times, so no discount code. Okay, that was a troll game. I should have had like 40 on that game. That was troll as fuck. Okay, I actually really like this config. Hold on, I want to grab... Let me just grab the spacers and make it a little longer. I think it'd be perfect. What was I, 29 and... Okay, top kills. I'll still take it. Discord is selling out. All the cool kids use TeamSpeak. Facts. Actual facts right there. You're not wrong. Yeah, honestly, if Discord gets, like, public, we're fucking cooked. That shit is gone. Discord's already such a, like, a fucked platform. It's like that. If they get, like, isn't, like, Blizzard's old CEO, they're, like, they're a guy now or something like that? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can double the spacers, but it doesn't feel that great. Let me just use the single spacer, I think. Okay, that feels much better. Okay, let's try this. See how this feels. Not gonna lie. Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this mouse, chat. Okay? The problem with this mouse is that I just want to keep trying new shapes. Oh, no. Damn. Get ready for consistent ad spam in 3 to 6 months. Oh, yeah, for sure. Saying if I use code SIMP, you want to runs away, doesn't look back, he'll be. Yeah. Every 2 message ads, one of the... Oh, yeah, no. If Discord actually goes public, bro, the ads on that platform is going to be fucking diabolical. And the worst part is, too, is that there was another, like, community sharing app. I forget what it was called, but Roblox bought it. So, like, you can't even go back to that one now, either, if you wanted to. But yeah, shit's gonna be like Twitch TV out here with the amount of ads that are gonna be on that platform. Oh, I want to flick on him. Imagine. Oh my god. Bro, fuck me. I actually really like this, like, I really like the standard shape, but with, like, a little bit of added on, I like the standard shape with a little bit of added on, width to it. It actually feels good. Gilded, thank you. Yeah, Gilded. That's the one that got about it. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that, Sarah. I remember hearing about that, like, years ago. But yeah, Roblox bought it. I don't know what's happened. What the fuck is... Oh, this guy's just spamming things that are getting caught by prop filter. I find it easier to control pads than control skates. For example, Go Slide Vortex are too gritty for me. Ah, I see. That's fair. There's some validity to that. I get that. I think for me, I have a bit of a weird perspective because, like, I use so many different kinds of skates all the time. I could have gotten Collat. That would have been fire. I just fucked up my timing. Explain to me how that guy's not dead, please. I want a 30-page essay on my desk Monday morning. Where are these I see, like, pings that someone's here, but there's no one here. Oh, he's flying around, that's why. And I shot. Obsidian's the most common control skate options? Yeah. When I wanted to get a Roblox account, oh, I guess it's still active then. I didn't know that. I thought it was just gone. Eh, what cringe melee fight. 7 HP again, bruh. Bro, I don't know what's going on today. The devs must have, like, taken a little bit of my damage off or something, because I can't believe how many people are just living with, like, 3 HP. Oh man, that would have been cool if I got that. Yeah, honestly, I love the Obsidian skates. I still think they're the best skates on the market. I mean, bias aside, because I work for them, but, like, you know. What? How is that not a headshot? Excuse me? Oh my god, this guy's just flying around. What the fuck? Hi, Alex. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, what the fuck is this? How you liking the Pathfinder so far? I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun just experimenting with shapes, honestly. I'm having a great time. Bro, this is so cringe. Every single time I shoot somebody, I either no-reg a headshot or I just get, like, pile drive by, like, 5 people. Bro, what is this? I meat shot someone with a shotgun for 91 damage. Not even 91. I literally just... My team is portal blocking me. Just shocked as fuck. Bro, I hate everything, man. My guns aren't doing proper damage. This shit is so cringe. What is this lag? What is this lag? Dude, what the fuck? What is this? Dude, I'm shooting the gun. It's not letting me shoot. What the fuck? Dude, devs, stop trolling my fucking account, man. Holy fuck. Like, I shoot my gun and it takes like 50 seconds for me to relock it. Like, what the hell? This shit's so troll. Dude, that's 2 games today. No, that's 3 games today. I've just lost because of server problems. Holy fuck. This shit is so cringe. Oh my god, I hate that shit. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, really enjoying the Pathfinder so far. It's just been fun trying a bunch of different shapes, in all honesty. I've been really enjoying it. I tried the Obsidians, they're too slippery for me. I couldn't feel the texture of the mouse pad as well, and I got stuck. I see, I understand. Yeah, no, this game is just like chat. When this game was in its peak, chat. When I tell you that ranked games literally were determined by server, is just it's literally just server John's chat. Like this game was like competitive games with money on the line were literally based off of ping. Like you're basic every single time you play this game, you're playing our server RNG. That's all it is. Thank God that's gonna get fixed with Splitgate too, but god damn, it's annoying. Because you'll lose games you should never lose just because people just have terrible ping. Alright, chat, ready for the rollout of the century for this place? You ready? Are you fucked? How is nothing hitting? And this random guy just sees me. Are you This guy thought he was... This guy messed up his portal... Okay. That guy literally messed up his portal and thought his teammates were enemies, and that's the guy who kills me. Got it, man. I'm actually so pissed. Holy fuck, what is going on with this game today? Dude, it's so bad! Dude, this is... I'm like getting matched like North Korea or something. What is this? That, chat, I want you to know I shot that shotgun like a couple milliseconds at a time, and this guy's just camping up top. Good god. Alright, well that guy's first on my kill list. How is that not a headshot? Are we serious? Dude, come on. Are we kidding? Are we serious right now? This is just troll. Doom installed the streaming? Unfortunately, Doom, I don't have Doom. You telling me this guy just turns around for no reason? Chat, let's find out. Why does this guy turn around? Take your bets. Uh-huh, yeah, yep, sure, man. Yep, got it. Yeah, unfortunately my PC is not strong enough to play Doom, and unfortunately... What the fuck is... What? What the f... There's no audio. Bro, this shit is ass today. Oh my god, dude. I'm going to break something, man. Holy... This is unplayable. Dude, my fucking bullets aren't doing anything. I'm shooting pea shooters out here, man. Are you serious? This guy's lagging. Look how much this guy's lagging. What? Oh, nah. This is foul. Are you fucking serious? Dude, I can't even change my weapon. This thing is lagging so much. This is genuinely the... Oh my god, I can't believe... Splitgate 2's here in a week. Splitgate 2's here in a week. Splitgate 2's here in a week. That's all that matters. Holy fuck, this shit's annoying. What the actual fuck is this? My shot's not even registered. Okay, this is just... What? 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 What the fuck is happening to me? Dude, what did I deserve to do? What did I do? Are you fucking serious? Oh, this is a dude, this is... What the I can't even play the game! Look at my portals aren't even ringing. Oh, this is the worst I've seen this game in a long fucking time. This is insane. I've seen like I've seen some chalk shit in this game before. This is like next level. Which really sucks. I was actually having fun with this too, but okay, well, maybe we can wreck on this back. Why is this guy moving? Chad, do you see this guy like air strafing because he's lagging so much? This guy's like actually like just bugged. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm mulling so much about this game today. I'm sorry, chat. Nah, no lie. This game can be so tilting sometimes just because when like shit happens, it's not your fault. Get fucked. Thank God we won that. Chat, I was about to crash the hell out. It's I've seen some shit in this game that was probably one of the worst. Did this roller guy just fuck the lobby? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. Holy shit. Oh man, I can't wait for Splitgate 2 with actual real servers, man. Like this game has had the worst netcode for so long. I'm so glad it's getting changed soon. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, let's try another config while we're waiting before I like lose my fucking mind to this game. Okay, so that was that one. Let's try. Oh, right. I need my. Okay, let's try the same config, but let's add the spacers onto the side, I guess. To make it a little wider. And then we'll also change out our side buttons for the medium ones, I guess. Roller username? Yeah, literally. Is this the medium? No, these are the long ones. I fucked up. I fucked these up. Wait, did I mess these up? This is... Oh yeah, this is this. Okay, that's better. Okay, put those back. Okay, and then we'll do this on this side, and then let's try this medium hump and see how this feels. I want to go for like more of like a compact shape, I think. See how this goes. I generally thought that was a person. Oh my god. Oh my god, the leg. Help. Help, 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 help. Oh my god, the I'm not sure if that showed on stream chat. I just started like frame hitching for like constantly there. Cannot believe that worked on that guy. That's actually crazy. See, this is why this map isn't going to be in Splitgate 2, because you can just do this. Oh, come on. Let me guess. Roller? Yep, roller chat. Look at that. Good God. That's awkward. Worth. Shadow Monkey 47, please cease to exist. The fact they added out of bounds range to this map is so cringe. Come on, damn it. Hey, what's up, Emma? Looking into getting a Stormbreaker. Do you think in 1970 had nimble enough to like inner maneuverability or too palmy? It would probably be a little too palmy. I think there are better options than the Stormbreaker, in my opinion. I definitely think there are better ones. I mean, take your pick. There's, like, so many mice available on the market right now. Any of them would be pretty good. Like, I like the Stormbreaker on concept, but, like, the problem is the magnesium material doesn't really work too well with Ponage's mice. Like, they feel okay, but you need grip tape, and the, and unfortunately, the carbon fiber versions of their mice are quite bad as well. So, like, you kind of have... You're stuck with the magnesium ones. They're okay. They do the job, but, you know... Where was this guy? I died to that. This is what I get for reading chat. No, not the bot. No, bot, don't take it. Oh my god, that guy fried my ass. Okay, I think I need a little bit more profile on this side hump. I think I need to do... Okay, hold on. We're going to change this again, chat. Hold on one second. Okay, let's try another one. Oh, I got to change the music too. What am I looking for? Okay, let's try Trinity is good QC on mine. Oh, my Trinity was abysmally bad. My Trinity had probably some of the worst QC I've ever seen on a mouse. Like, no lie, it was bad. Okay, let's try some other pieces here. Let's try this one. See how this feels. Okay, ooh, I like the feeling of this one. Wait, hold on. Any ergos you have with a forward sensor position? T-Evolution Terra has a slightly forward sensor position. That would be the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, wait, let me try with this config. Okay, chat, so this is the... Hold on here. This is... Alright, so this config is the pinch with the full spacer, the right hand R attachment with the full spacer, and then the high hump with the full size spacer. And yeah, T-Evolution Terra probably the only one I can think about. I did cover it a little while ago. I do think the Terra is a great mouse. I would maybe wait for the second batch though, because the second batch they're going to be changing a lot of things on it. So maybe wait for the second batch, but maybe. Death out. Oh yeah, that's right. The hyperspeed does have a forward sensor position as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, the hyperspeed would be an option. Ooh, chat, I like this config. This feels really nice, actually. Very palmy. I like this feeling. How forward is the hyperspeed one? It's not like super forward, right? It's like slightly. Okay, Chad, this may actually be one of my favorite feeling ones so far. This actually feels great. But yeah, T-Evolution Terra is not bad though. It's definitely one of my favorite mice. It's definitely a mouse that's like made for very large hands, but it is a very good mouse. I know there was like a couple small QC issues on the first batch, but nothing like super serious. But yeah. I think the only thing I need to do is I need to extend this backside button pretty far forward. Okay, gotcha. God, I suck. I didn't know he's up there. Lamzu Paro doesn't have as much forward sensor, but at least it's a small Orgo. Yes, the Paro. I've been trying... That's a mouse I've been trying to get my hands on for a while now. Plasma rifle and sniper. Bro just gave me the god combo. What the fuck is happening in here? What the fuck? I've never seen two people sit under that in my entire life. I genuinely have never seen that. Okay, I'm going to kill him. That's all that matters. Yeah, I've been really wanting to get my hands on the Paro, because the Paro looks like an interesting mouse. Bro's controller stopped working or something? What happened? Cannot believe that actually got me a kill. That's so funny. Are you fucking serious? Bro, what are you doing? Oh, I'm getting a chat. Remind me he's there. I'm getting a rocket launcher that's going up his ass. Oh my god, everything's out of ammo. Oh my god. God damn it. Dude, everything's out of ammo. I can't find a spot to reload. This is shit's shocked, bro. What am I supposed to do? Okay, man. Yeah, my ass. Did his aim assist log on me through the fucking bush? I can't even see him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, the aim assist is here. I'm so scared. I'm literally just running away from the aim assist guy. It's like my entire survivability relies on me staying away from that guy. Of course, this guy portal's behind me, no audio. It's this fucking roller, dude, man. It's the one roller that just I can't deal with. Get fucked. Surely he's not stupid enough to do that again, right? That guy took a weird amount of damage to die. So did that guy. That's really weird. Damn it, man. Are you fucking serious? Dude, we lose that game too? Oh, bro, look at the roller. Oh my god, it's so depressing. Look at this shit. Instant aimbot tracks me through the wall. I just can't, chow. That's so fucking cringe. Dude, I'm having so much fun testing this mouse, but the game is just ruining my experience. Okay, another game I don't deserve to lose. Love it. Oh my god, my hand cam wasn't working again. Chat, why did you tell me the hand cam wasn't working? Oh no, the hand cam wasn't working. No! Salt test time? No, Overwatch has been purged from my PC because that game sucks. Overwatch will not be making a comeback on this stream because that game is absolute dog water. Okay. Alright, hold on, chat. I'm gonna go get some more water. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, chat. Sorry. I was a beta tester for Overwatch 1 and told it does focus on making alts less game-changing to stop producing a million characters and ruin any chance to rock, paper, scissors. Oh, yeah. Of course. And of course, they did the exact opposite. Oh, early Overwatch was super fun. I loved Overwatch 1. Overwatch 2 is just a joke. Like... Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, like, I think Overwatch 1 was actually a pretty good game, but then the moment they started adding a bunch of characters, it just got fucking shocked as shit. It's just, like... That's how it is for every game, though. Like, Valorant's a perfect example of that. Like, Valorant keeps adding these, like, insanely overtuned characters like Chamber, Teo, that just ruin the meta. And they're so slow to respond to, like, meta-breaking characters. It just ruins the game. Like, I loved, like, early Valorant. I think early Valorant was really fun. The way the game's become now is just an absolute joke. Like, the game is so bad now. CSGO good. Yeah, 100%. CSGO is good because it's simple. They don't change shit. They add, like, one gun every, like, 5 fucking years. And, like, that's all that matters. Chat, remind me to go look for Alphonse after this game, because I don't know where he went. And he's been eerily quiet. And whenever Alphonse is quiet, that means he's done something he shouldn't. Yeah, no, I agree. Original Valor was perfect. They shouldn't... like, maybe adding, like, a couple more characters, but, like, after Chamber, like, I feel like they would have learned not to add, like, meta-defining characters. And then they changed the map pool to nerf post-plant because the post-plant meta was too strong, and then they add in Teo, and Teo's just ruined the meta for, like, how long has Teo been in the game now? 6 months? Yeah, I don't know why I'm peeking a controller. Are you dude, I lag, of course. The first couple seasons completed, and the Discord Pro Discord freaking warned them about adding so many characters. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you have to remember that they have to make the game for casuals, and casuals don't care about the quality of the game. They just care that they get to play fun characters. That's all they care about. So, like, it's a slippery slope when you do a game like that because it's very easy just to... It's very easy to over... Oh, there's a guy there, fuck. It's so easy just to, like... It's so easy just to snowball into starting adding so many characters. The game just turns into just a disaster. It's such a slippery slope, and so many dev teams fall victim to that concept of. It sucks, but it's just the reality of how games work nowadays. I don't know why I did that. Hey Andy, how's it going? I wanted to become proper esport was literally their focus. Yeah, but that picture failed after Overwatch League. Like, you can tell, like, there's a pretty big difference between how Overwatch was balanced before Overwatch League and after. I mean, with the exception of the Brigida meta, because that was just a whole thing. But, like, you know. Fucking hell, man. This is... They didn't listen. Yeah, no, 100%. That's the thing. A lot of devs don't listen. That's the problem with a lot of games. Devs just don't care. Like, Splitgate was a big problem with that, too. Like, when like, they added console, we were like, please separate the matchmaking region so we don't have to play with aim assist because they overtuned it so much. And then they didn't, and the game died super quick. This game had, like, death speedrun. It was literally death speedrun simulator. It was so fast. And of course the roller gets me. Yeah, I agree with that too. The league definitely made the game worse. It made the game worse. I got to do stuff. All right, see you around, Andy. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a good night. I don't know why I'm fighting that. It's a bad fight. Ooh. We take that. Damn it. Of course there's a guy on the other side. Fuck. Damn it, I whiffed. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, that's the problem with a lot of devs nowadays. They just don't really care. Like, again, you have to remember, like, pros don't make the game money. Casuals do. So every game inevitably just becomes super casual focused in the way it's balanced. And that's just, it really sucks that that happens, but that's just how it is. Like, Splitgate's a great example of that. Like, Splitgate could have been a great game, but I will admit, yeah, it had some problems. It was very difficult to, like, understand what was happening from, like, from a spectator perspective, but like now they've dumbed the game down to such a point where it doesn't feel like Splitgate anymore. It just feels like a Halo mod or something, which just like really sucks because the game has such good roots. I hear footsteps and I can't tell where they're coming from. For fuck's sake, man. Can these fucking pussies with their controllers just stop camping, dude? Wow, that's so skillful, man. I'm really impressed. Just go sign up for the Splitgate League because plugging in a controller gives you better aim than most pros. And we lost again. Did that not kill him? But yeah, I think games like Split, and like that's another thing as well. Like Valorant, from like a spectator perspective, is just like it's impossible to tell what the hell's happening a lot of the time. Like there's just so many aspects of that game that just like really hamper its. Like just every game nowadays is like that though. And I got outfranked by 2 rollers. Love it. Love it. Love it. Can this work, please? There we go, it's better. Oh, hey, Alphonse. What are you doing? Alphonse is back. Chad, you want to say hi to Alphonse? Hi, come here. Say hello. Stay. Stay. No. Stay. Alphonse! Hi, boy. Hello. What's up? Where were you? Were you hiding in my closet again? Yeah, you got stuck in my closet, didn't you? He got stuck in my closet, didn't he? Yeah, you got stuck in the closet, didn't you? Yeah, you got stuck? You're angry? Yeah, I know, you're angry. He gets very upset when I don't do... this cat expects me to, like, literally just, like, baby him 24/7. He's like, oh, you're not paying attention to me? I'm gonna go get stuck in a closet and not say anything and just disappear for hours. That's literally all he does. Isn't that right, you little troublemaker? Yeah. No, don't bite my cables. No, don't bite my headphones. No, stop. Let go. Let go. No. Let go of my headphones. Nope. Stop. 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 No, stop. Dude, get out of here. Go. Bad boy. Goodness gracious. Okay, hold on. Let me just quickly change the hump on this real quick, chat. Give me a second. Let's try the lower hump and see how that feels. Can't remember if I tried this already, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, Carmen. We haven't played Carmen yet. Holy mother of God. What the fuck, will my portal not go off? Dude, 7 HP. Ugh. Of course I'm in a game with a sweaty roller 2 stack. Just kill me now. Yeah, I'm not playing this. Fuck this noise. I'm not playing against this fucking roller bullshit, man. Look at this dog shit. Look at this fucking input. Excuse me? Ugh, so boring. I mean, I'm done playing against this shitty input, but yet I'm gonna have to play against it a lot more in 3 days, dude. I can't even look at how good this shit is. Look at this. This is PC aim assist, by the way. Literal pixel perfect tracking. Oh my god. What the actual fuck is that? Oh, that is just no. No. I'm done. That's a hard pass. Holy mother of God. Yeah. That's a no for me. I'm not playing against that shit. Holy mother of God, that's disgusting. Fuck that entire input. My God. Oh my God. Holy shit. The fact that I'm going to be dealing with that but worse in Split 2 in like a week just makes me want to die. Not going to lie. Good. I cannot believe how OP that input is. Oh my God. Holy shit. Okay, well, okay, aside from Split just tilting the ever-living fuck out of me, good God, that was crazy. What just happened with all the, my chat just like froze and just came back. Sorry, chat, I don't know what happened there. I haven't had to watch. How does the sensor feel? Sensor's fine. I haven't noticed any issues with the sensor. I think what may be happening is, I'm gonna go here. Alphonse, stop. I think what might be happening is that, see how the sensor kind of sits a little lower in your grip than it normally does? Because, like, it sits, I think is it even in the shell? The weird thing is that technically speaking, it has a forward sensor position by the looks of it, but it sits really low in the shell, specifically with the spacers towards the back, because, like, 1 second, Alphonse, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Sorry, it's chewing cables again, chat. I apologize. Yeah, like it's weird. It's forward, but it feels different. I mean, it may not be forward. I may be wrong. It's hard to tell with what I'll have to measure it. But like, I think maybe that's what happens because again, like the more you push out the rear, the more like kind of awkward the sensor becomes because like it kind of pushes your grip a little weirdly. Maybe that's why, but like the sensor feels fine. I haven't noticed any like floatiness to it yet, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the sensor. It could just, I don't know, that's weird. I'll have to see exactly where the sensor sits because again, it's going to change depending on the rear shell. So like it's going to be tricky to define. I'll have to figure that out when I'll have to figure that out at some point, but yeah. Cats and computers don't mix, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, yeah, anyways. Yeah, fuck aim assist, man. This input's so fucking cringe. Yeah, like chat, the little aim assist is why I don't play COD. That's the only reason. I don't play COD because of the aim assist. I just don't want to deal with it. It's just not worth my sanity. It really isn't. But anyways, okay. Alright, chat, let me go switch back to the other cam and we'll just do my final thoughts and we will pop out of here. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Hold on, sorry. I gotta quickly do this. Hold on. Oh, of course, my camera turned off. Sorry, chat, give me 1 second. I just gotta wait for this to configure itself. Hold on, give me a minute. Can this... Dude, why is Android so dumb sometimes, really? It blows my mind. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay, that should figure that self out. Okay, we're good. Okay, chat, can you hear me okay? Hopefully you can. Hopefully everything's working okay. It looks like it is, except the input's not showing. 1 second. There we go. Okay, sorry about that, chat. My apologies. Okay. Do you ever play Quake? Oh, I love Quake. I play Quake Champions a fair amount with some of my friends. It just, unfortunately, not a lot of people play the game that much, so, like, it's kind of hard to find games sometimes. But I do play it. I really do like Quake. It's really fun. I just wish it was more popular, but again, games like that just aren't popular nowadays just because they're too hard for people, unfortunately. Anyways, okay, so... Let me get all these pieces put away, and I'll go over my final thoughts here so far. I have a feeling I'm going to go down a rabbit hole of just testing like a trillion different shapes. This is going to be a fun one to review, because I don't even know how I'm supposed to review a product like this. Like, I'm trying to figure out like how I'm going to like objectively talk about this thing when it's like 50 different mice in one. But regardless, overall, Pathfinder feels really good so far. I really don't have any significant complaints with it. I think the only thing I would like to see improved is the side button wobbles a little bad on my unit, but again, that's more my fault. But in all honesty, the mouse feels great. It performs pretty well. I think the biggest barrier to this mouse is going to be... it's just going to be getting used to the shapes, because like normally it takes a while to get accustomed to different kinds of shapes, and like being able to swap your shapes so frequently is definitely a double-edged sword, where yeah, it's cool, you can swap it of course, but then again you can swap it too much. So I don't know, we'll have to see. 1 hour video will be a good one. Yeah, honestly, this mouse may be a 1 hour video. You're not wrong, it might be. There's so many things to talk about with this mouse, it actually may be hard to cover it all in one video. You're not wrong at all. But anyways, but yeah, overall feels really solid. I'm really impressed with the Pathfinder. A couple small nitpicks, but like overall it feels really good. And again, it's just going to be a matter of, I think what I'll do is I'll probably like find like 3 shapes I really like and talk about them and just kind of go from there. But it'll be kind of hard to like. Again, this is gonna be a tough one to review, but I think it'll be tough, but it'll be a fun one in my opinion. But we'll have to see what happens. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I appreciate y'all chilling and hanging out on a Thursday night. I do appreciate it. I will be live again on Saturday doing some more testing of the Pathfinder. We'll probably play some other games on Saturday, probably some RoboQuest and stuff. So I will be live on usual time Saturday morning if you guys want to come by and see some more testing of the Pathfinder. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. Thanks again to Orbital for sending us over for review. I greatly appreciate it. And again, I'll have a full review and a teardown out in a couple months. And yeah, I will. We'll have to see. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a long script, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for chilling and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys Saturday. Peace.